the Too Many Hats podcast with your hosts with the most, Tony and Lavelle. Every morning from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. We also have Queen Watkins with Clock That He. Tune in with us and have a great time. Let's talk about it right here. Too Many Hats podcast. Top of the morning to you, my good people. Happy Monday. No, Tuesday. It's Tuesday, bro. It's been a rough, to say the least, the last couple of days. Man, but God is still good, bro. I don't even know how to start off this morning, man. Anyway, man, it's a 2 Man and Hats podcast, man. Your host with the most, Tony Mays, Lavelle Salter, man. What it do, my guy?
Boy, yeah. I feel like you feel, bro. Like just within the last 10 minutes, bro. Just yeah.
Yeah. Let me shit. I got to go back out because I don't even know what the title is.
I get
it. Look, I didn't even grab my glasses. I can't see, so let me put my backup pair of glasses on so I can see. Oh my God. Let's see here. Yeah. Okay. Now I remember. um, I think this is a really good question to ask, though. I really do. Um, because I think there's an argument to be made uh, on both sides, and so I definitely think that men can be real simplistic sometimes, and women can be kind of complicated. So, and I guess it just depends on who you're dealing with, to be honest, because everybody just, some people move a little different than others. So, um, and I guess it depends on at what time you're dealing with this individual, whether it be male or female. Because I do believe, prime example, um, who was that? Oh, Willie Jameson. Pastor Jameson posted the other day that his wife, if you ask his wife what she want for dinner, she can never tell you what she want for dinner. It got to be go all the way around the circle. But he said she could plan a trip to go somewhere in 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And so that kind of speaks to that men, we're just simplistic. Then I saw a snippet where TD Jake said he came in and asked his wife, "Hey, babe, what's for dinner?" She went on about, well, I went by the store. I was gonna stop by the market over there in Burke because they had some stuff on sale, and I went over there and the line was so long. So I stopped by there and I went up 85 to 75, and then I went over here to Kroger, and then I went in. Oh, I saw Sheila. Oh my God, and Sheila was. He said all that to say, and she said, and they had the chicken. It was chicken with high there, but I got the chicken anyway. He said, all I wanted to know is what for dinner. Are we having chicken for dinner? But she had the so. I would say women are complicated and men are very simplistic. We ask a question, we just want the answer.
Well, I think the word is that we need to use and reframe is not necessarily complicated; they're complex.
The same thing.
Kind of,
The
sort of, yes and no.
same thing. Bessie said it depends on the person, not the gender. I think. Uh, most men are very simplistic in what we want, what we need. Like we ask straight questions. We ain't finna ask them roundabout questions. We gonna go straight and ask you or tell you no. And women gotta go all the way around the bush. I asked my wife the same question Jamie did. Baby, she said, "Ooh, I'm hungry. I got to get something to eat, babe. Where you want to go? I don't know. I just wherever. Just I'm good with anything." And then so I said, "Well, all right, let's go to so and so." I don't want that. You just said wherever we go.
Hmm.
Make up your mind. So then I asked again. So what do you want to eat? Oh, just wherever you want. Baby, we just tried that. And you said you didn't want that. Then I picked another place. Mm, I'm like, okay, what do you want to eat? Because I picked two places already and you done turned your nose up.
Hmm.
So what do you really want to eat?
Hmm.
Because clearly, uh, it ain't working. My questions. I'm trying to find out what you want to eat. Good morning, Mel. So again, I guess it depends on when you're having a conversation with those people and all of that as to this thing tripping this morning. Anyway, I don't guess that's gonna happen today because I was trying to go live and they won't let me go live. Anyway, so I guess it depends on at what period you're talking to the person because I'm telling you to get a straightforward answer out of a woman sometimes is very difficult. And
Hmm.
that's why I label them complicated and men are simple. So again, but that's again, I guess depending on when you're talking about, when you're talking to them, and that's why I said it really adds a level of what do we really want to. I would be honest, we can be at times, but not all the time, depending on the scenario. That's what I just said. And I don't do I think it's intentional? No. I don't think it's intentional. I think that's just that's the makeup of y'all DNA, man. Like y'all just, you
And
know,
that's why I said it's complex versus complicated because I've just went and said and asked what's the difference. It says complex means something is made up in many interrelated parts, while complicated means something is not simple but can be broken down into parts.
same
Because of
thing.
no, it's not. It's not.
It's the same thing, bro. Same
No,
thing.
no.
Complicated and complex is the same thing.
I don't believe it. No, it wouldn't have broken down like that. And the reason why I say it like that to separate the two is because it's how they're made. It's their makeup. It's the emotional part of who they are. It's the way that she was created. Even in scripture, it says that she's the weaker vessel, not in the sense of that she's a weak individual, but she's just created differently, spiritually and physically and emotionally. They're different than men.
So read what you just said about complicated again.
Okay. It says complex means something is made up of interrelated parts, while complicated means something is not simple, but can be broken down into parts.
So what was my question? Do you agree that men are simple and women are complicated? You just said complicated means that they're not simple. Come on, bro.
Yeah, it's saying different.
Boy, don't overthink it, Lavelle, this morning. Don't overthink it, man.
I ain't overtaking it.
Don't
I'm
overthink
talking
it. The question is, do you agree or disagree
about,
that men are simple and women are complicated? And
okay,
I
go ahead.
said, I said by most definitions, women are complicated. And when I'm saying definition, I'm talking about of the scenario, situation. They're complicated. Bessie says it depends on the person, not the gender. I don't think so, because most men are really simple. The majority, not all men. Um, I will be honest. We can be at times, but not all the times. Depends on the scenario, which is what I said. Depending on what time you asking them or when you doing something. Don said we're more complex than complicated. Again, I'm gonna say complicated. Complex and complicated are the same things to me. So
They're not the same thing.
they are the same. They are the same thing to me.
Check this out.
Complex and
Just
complicated.
That's
But the
just your
question,
decision. That's
but
your
the
opinion.
question,
It says, look, the main difference between complicated and complex is that with the former, one can usually predict outcomes by knowing the starting conditions.
complex and complicated are the same thing.
And they are not.
Well, that's we. The question is, do you agree or disagree that men are simple and women are complicated? That's the question.
Mm-hmm.
So I say women are complicated based on most scenarios that we enter into. When you talk about, hey, where you want to go, where you want to do, they can never give you a straight answer. It's gonna be all the way around the world.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't gonna never give you no simple. And you ask a man, where you want to go? Oh, Home Depot. Where you want to go, Kroger? Where you want to go, Walmart? Where you want to go, Applebee's? We're going to give you straight answers.
Yeah, I ain't always like that though.
I said for the most part, most men, just like not all women, are complicated all the time. I said
Mm-hmm.
for the most part.
Right.
If you ask most men will tell you I'm simple. Even when it comes down to stuff, when we was talking about even like I think Valentine's Day, most of the men that got on there was like, man, it's it is what it is. Like, you ain't gotta get me nothing. I mean, I get y'all something because y'all be expecting it, but it was like we simple. We don't you ain't gotta man, look, if we get that respect, bro, if we get that respect, a lot of the other stuff, bro, we don't care.
Oh wow. Philly just threw something up on the wall and just watch what color will come out.
That's funny as hell. She said the women are not really complicated. It's that men are so simple they can't figure us out.
They're kind of like, wow. That's why I said they complex versus complicated.
So yeah, I don't think men are simple, just less complex.
They saying the same thing, just in a roundabout way.
Same shit. Top of the morning, but men definitely are the simple ones. Yeah, man, we just like we simple, man. Like then y'all want to add all this extra stuff in it. Like, man, just to me, if you can't even decide if I just like TDJ said, bro, I had to hear the whole story of her day just to hear what we were gonna eat for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Just tell me chicken. She had to tell him she ran into Bessie Sue, and ooh, you know how that ended, and all this stuff. And in the end, I just want to know what we eat for dinner. What we eat?
Mm-hmm.
Chicken. We eat ground beef. I mean, what we eat? We eat steak. I mean, what we eat today? I'm hungry. What we eat? And then, boy, I can't even tell y'all the number of times, boy. Like we didn't left the house to get something to eat, and not discuss that, like where we going before we left. Ooh wee. If I know the general direction because I know all the food places are in
South Haven.
South Haven, Horn Lake, right? So I know the head in that direction. But when you get down there, you got all kinds of Texas Roadhouse, Chili's, you got Applebee's, you got a little further down on in Olive Branch, you got Old Charlie's in the clothing, you got Longhorn, you got all these different places, man. So you gonna sit and tell me, oh, just pick a place, then I pick a place. Now I'm gonna tell you what she really be wanting. I'm gonna be totally honest with y'all. But I be like avoiding it on purpose. It's one restaurant down there that if I said every time, she oh yeah, we going. And I bet you can't tell me what it is.
South Haven, Horn Lake.
They design all look. See, that's tomato to me.
Well, I mean, yeah, opposite directions. I don't know. Probably Texas Roadhouse. Really?
Seafood.
Red Lobster?
Red Lobster, bro. If I mention Red Lobster, I ain't no debate. Ain't no look. Ain't no.
That's kind of our household too. It ain't nothing to run home about. It is what it is.
Ain't no ain't no nothing. Is no questions. Let's roll.
Well, I think too.
Now I don't like Longhorns at all, Craig. I don't like Longhorns.
I think too though with Red Lobster for the most part, they are pretty consistent. You know, it's not too many times you go and it's just off as far as food is concerned. Service every once in a while.
But she know all I'm gonna eat there is a salad.
You don't eat the salmon there?
I've had the salmon there, and it hit or miss.
Yeah, I can see that.
And to be honest, bro, like when I started perfecting my salmon, bro, like I compare my salmon to everybody's salmon. And if they salmon ain't hitting like mine, then and so that's probably the something I need to probably get over. But I'm telling you, bro. Good morning, Risa. It's Red Lobster, bro. If I mention Red Lobster, it ain't no debating. It ain't no I don't know. None of that, bro. We going to Red Lobster.
You see, can I find a video you're talking about? When did you post it, Mel?
So I got a video that I'm supposed to play with this too. So while you doing that, let me get this video that I'm supposed to play because actually this was sent to me.
It might be the same video. Maybe we'll see.
This was sent to me, and I was supposed to have.
Who's in the video, Mel? How would I know what is it a topic with it, a subject matter?
Let's see. And I meant to already have. I apologize, y'all. I meant to have this video already queued up, but
hey man, life been life, and dog, I get it.
You have no idea. I got it queued up now, so let me play it.
Simple. Women are complicated. We simple. We too simple, actually.
What?
Same thing. She's the same thing. She just posted it.
How your wife, you'll stay married for 100 years.
Wine
her, dine her, call her, hold her, surprise her, compliment her, smile at her, listen to her, laugh with her, cry with her, romance her, encourage her, believe in her, pray with her.
All right.
Hey, babe, Xavier.
Men are simple, women are complicated. We simple. We too simple, actually. You don't believe me? Let me tell you how to treat a woman, how to treat your wife. You'll stay married for 100 years. Wine her, dine her, call her, hold her, surprise her, compliment her, smile at her, listen to her, laugh with her, cry with her, romance her, encourage her, believe in her, pray with her, pray for her, cuddle with her, shop with her, give her jewelry, buy her flowers, hold her hand, write love letters to her, go to the ends of the earth and back again for her. How to treat a man. Show up naked, bring chicken wings, don't block the TV. Stand up, show. That's it.
Oh wow,
So there you have it. The case is closed.
yeah.
Case closed.
That's crazy.
But I just said it. That he said it, and every man on that stage high five because they know we simple dudes. We simple.
Mm-hmm.
We don't require all that. We understand how do, but we don't.
Well, you already know how I do it. We are simple, but in some cases, from the inside of who we are, we be wanting some of the same things that the women want, and that's why you have a lot of men who will go through things in life, and they have on this not force field or this hard shell and this hard situation going on with them, and that's why it's
Don, you cut from a different mold though.
what you mean?
Don said half of what he named she don't want. It's probably
Right.
one thing. It's probably one thing he named Monkey don't want, and that's the flowers. I mean, she'll get them. She'll take the flowers, but she ain't got to have flowers. But the rest of that stuff, whole head color, wife, ain't tell her all of that. She want it all. And I'm like, man, just get naked. Go bring me a plate. Get naked and let's go. I'm simple.
Yeah.
All that stuff, man. Doug is definitely cut from a different mold, bro. I definitely see that. She cut from a different mold. But yeah. Now the jury, yes. She ain't got. You ain't just got. She ain't got to have it, but she ain't turning down no jury. She ain't turning down no jury now.
That's why I can say for myself, as far as Dawn is concerned, yes, she's a woman. Is she complicated at times? Yes, but for the most part, my wife is simple.
That's why I
Jeans,
said,
t-shirt.
I told you, like, and that's why I said it's every single woman is not going to fit into the complicated mold or complex or whatever. It's not going to fit into that mold because there are some women, man, and that number is probably way less, like Dawn, that don't really care for a lot of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And there are a handful of men that we say are sassy that want a lot of that stuff that women want, man. But for the most part, we just want respect. We want you to treat us with respect. We want to know that you care for us and love us, and that's it. Tell me you love me. Now I don't never want you not to tell me you love me, but all that other stuff, you ain't got to buy me nothing, none of that stuff. Nothing. I don't care about none of that stuff. And I say it all the time. You hear me say it all the time. I don't care about none of that stuff.
Right.
Kiara says, definitely don't think men are simple. Oh, we simple, babe. The majority of us are simple. You have some women that are not complicated. They mainly want time and respect as well. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think every person, period, if they the decent person want to be respected. I don't care who you are, male or female. But for men, most of us, it's just about respect. We'll tell you all the time when we argue. What the first thing we say when we argue? You gonna respect me?
Right.
That's our favorite line. Oh, you gonna respect me? My older brother got almost got his lights knocked out because he was in my son's face talking about, oh, you gonna respect me, you gonna respect me, young. And almost got his lights knocked out.
Say it again. It froze. What you said your brother did what now?
I said, I don't know why, but I said, with the, we just no, they ain't ego. We just want respect. We want to be respected wholeheartedly. We want to be respected. Now, him just saying, "Oh, you gonna respect me? You gonna respect me?" Yeah, he was just trying to throw the old card. I'm older than you, young joker, so you gonna respect me. But it was it was on a time that there was some stuff going on right in that moment where when nobody we were thinking about, Joker was kind of in survivor mode because some stuff had popped off. And he was drunk. My older brother was drunk, full of that liquor, and probably high too, and talking crazy. And he almost got his lights knocked out. They called me. My little brother called me and said, "Man, nephew just slapped bro around the pole, slapped him so hard he spin around the pole 3 times."
When it comes to me, bro, I don't like to argue, so I just say, okay.
But I'm saying you'll hear a lot of time. You hear men say, "Man, nah, man, you gonna." I heard. Matter of fact, I saw a video the other day posted where,
wow,
y'all ego and pride keep y'all from being simple. Yeah, probably some men. I ain't gonna lie, some men probably are like that. They ego and pride and all that. But nah. And then what list of things? She said you just named the list of things.
Cool.
That's what Kiara said. I said, what list of things though? She said, I just named the list of things.
I don't know.
All I said was the same thing the dude said. Yeah, come naked with that chicken or whatever we want to eat that and show us a respect. That ain't no list. That's simple versus the list that he named out for women, what women want.
Yeah.
That's not ego and pride. If anything, challenges most women ego and pride to respect a man. Yeah. But no, I saw a video the other day where and clearly something had happened because they didn't show the video prior to. All they showed was these 2 older looking gentlemen, and it was a younger dude. And both of the older dudes, first of all, both of the older dudes and they 2 women looking like they were trying to fight the younger dude.
The
younger dude was throwing haymakers. I'm talking about he knocking jokers out and they bleeding. I'm talking about they leaking. He hit the bigger dude. He hit the bigger dude. He was leaking. He's on the floor leaking. And then the other dude was trying to hit him. He turned around and hit him. And then both the women were jumping on his back. And he was slinging them off. And you can hear people in the background because people were trying to grab the younger dude. And people were saying, let him go. He was like, man, y'all get off me. And then I heard the younger dude say, I tried to respect y'all and show y'all some respect. But y'all didn't want that. That's what he said. He said, I tried to respect y'all and y'all women, but y'all don't want that. And I said, wow.
Yeah, I just go back to what I stated earlier. It's just that it's how the woman is created, how she created. She just she needs more because number one, she was created for us. She wasn't even in the spectrum. God came and said, Adam, man, it's not good for you to be alone. So he already knew that we were gonna be simple anyway. So I needed somebody to put you in life to always have something for you to look forward to.
Mhm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, we man, look, we just want what we want, man. And these women, boy, if and I my wife, she under the weather, so she ain't on here this morning, but she I had to send my kids a text the other day. I said, can y'all please encourage y'all mama to go back to work? I sent them a text, and I made sure she was on the text. I said, can y'all please encourage y'all mama to go back to work? I said, cause her being retired is driving me crazy. Cause, bro, she going through the house. Now it's granted, it's been stuff that I probably should have been took care of by now. You know, some stuff was just small stuff. But bro, I guess she got more time on her hand to just walk through here and penny nitpick. Oh, bro.
I mean, just think about it though. I mean, half the time she wasn't there. She was here. I would call you, you be at home at 3:30, 4 o'clock, and she still be at work.
Yeah. But I was like, y'all, please take her and sit, man, encourage her ass to go back to work, man. Somewhere, do something. Cause boy, now she did though.
She's become more complicated.
Well, you know, I've been working on that bathroom since last year.
Yes.
And she's like, babe, when you gonna order the rest of the tile, go to the bath? I said, let me go on here and I'm playing around, I'm going on here. As soon as I go online, I said, let me go on order. I said, oh man, the store that we know to get stuff, I said, they ain't got but 3 boxes left. I need 5. Let me go and get these little 3 boxes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I got the 3 boxes, put them in the cart, ordered it. They called me like the next day, Miss Mays, that been discontinued. I'm like, what? I gotta finish the math. So, but if she had never said nothing, I would have never ordered, put it in the cart, would have never found that out. So they end up finding a store in Brentwood, Tennessee that had some boxes, and guess what? They was even 40% off because they were discontinued. So I was like, phew, boy, I dodged the bullet on them, because if I wouldn't have got that tile and then later found out they don't have no more because it's discontinued, oh my God, bro. She would have been, I would have had to tear the floor up and redo the floor.
I would say you had to do a whole new project.
Man, I would have had to tear the floor up and do a whole new floor, bro. She would have been like, nope.
So in a roundabout way, her being complicated helped you.
Yeah, but man, I prefer. Cause bro, she man,
Fair your ass up, dude.
Bro, look, I done had to change I done had to put a new sink faucet. I done had to put a new sink faucet in. I done had to put a new light in the closet. What else I done had to do? Oh, I had to order the tile. I'm pretty sure she got, cause when she responded to the kids, oh, I got an air condition, like one of them split unit air condition things that I need to put so I can get them window units out.
Mm-hmm.
That's in the dog room and stuff. Like, bro, all I'm saying is it's been costing me way more money since she been home.
Yeah, I mean, quite naturally.
But you know, when you retire, you don't make as much money as when you was working. But I'm spending more money. So I'm like, take your back to work. Kiara said Craig here challenges a woman's ego and pride to respect a man. Interesting response. Accountability. Yeah, that's our favorite. That's one of our favorite words too, Kiara. Accountability.
Yeah.
Please don't talk about accountability. Lord, you don't want to go there. He said, Lord, you don't want to go there. Not for the accountability part of it. But I mean that's both sides though. We both have to take accountability because just like I just mentioned, even with some of the stuff that's been around here, I had said to take some accountability, even though she brought those things up. And I'm kind of joking saying she need to go back to work. But these are things that I needed to take accountability for because I'm out here fixing everybody else's house and doing everybody else's stuff, but I'm letting my own stuff go unfixed.
That happens a lot.
You see what I'm saying?
I get frustrated about that.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So that's just more of accountability, me accepting accountability. You know, I'm joking about her. Yeah, need to go back to work, and because that's one of the things I wanted her to be able to come home and do what she want to do, what she want to do, except for spend all the money. But and so you know, I had to accept accountability and own up to the fact that you know, you didn't left these things unchecked for a minute. It's time to get them done.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she tired of going in there and pulling the handle on the kitchen sink faucet and it coming off. and I'm over there hollering, baby, that's a mowing. They sent me the pod. She said, well, hell, put the pods on.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, so but them pods never will go on like they supposed to go on. So I just bought a whole new faucet to put on. And it was way easier. This new stuff, bro, is way easier to connect. Matter of fact, I just put a new ceiling fan in the den, and that thing popped up. Man, I ain't never put a ceiling fan up that easy in my life.
Mm-hmm.
In the life of lives, I ain't never put a ceiling fan up that easy.
Yeah.
Because it came all in one piece, and I just put it connected, screw the screws in, boom, it was up there. And I said, what the hell you say? Now, it's a lot smaller. So it looked more like a decorative crystal light or something, and it's got fan in the middle. So it's a lot smaller than a regular like 42-inch or 52-inch fan span. But it put out some air though in that little sucker, and it's a nice looking light. So
Yeah.
But I put that sucker up in like a few minutes. So I mean I don't mind being held accountable because again, you know, I'm simple, and to me it don't bother me little stuff like that. But for her being a woman, she's saying no. I don't like that. Just like she don't like my podcast equipment being in her living room. She don't like the idea that I'd have turned the cowboy room into a warehouse for my vending supplies. She don't like the fact that I got all this 2 men and hat podcast gear merch down there in one of her bedrooms, covering up her whole bedroom. She like, bro, what is you doing? I said,
she'll understand it better.
Bye.
Well, that's just like we're done. I can be. Hopefully, she'll be okay with me sharing this. Like we just got our taxes done.
You're just coming there, slap you in the head.
Yeah, we just got our taxes done. So, like, I don't buy stuff all the time for my business, but for the most part, when I see it's some sort of deal, you know, some stuff you just have to buy all the time, like replace your power cables, your XLR cables, XYZ.
Right.
And so when we were talking to our CPA, she was like, then Lavia, you've been spending some money, but that's a good thing. She said, because it offsets how y'all tax return is.
Right.
And what I had been telling Dawn, and she didn't want to hear it. I had been telling her, I said, well, that's how the business operates. I said, because a lot of guys that I see in these DJ businesses, what they do is towards the end of the year, they'll either sell some of the gear that they have, take that money and apply that money to buy new gear. So I started trying to have a pattern of doing those type of things, not all the time. Like I took my oldest, when some new speakers came out that I had been looking at, and I knew somebody needed some speakers, I sold those speakers, got the new speakers.
Right.
But it all comes out in if it don't come out in the wash, it come out in the rinse. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you be amazed how it works in your favor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, I get it now. Well, why you didn't get it when I said it?
Cause you ain't a CPA. You ain't a CPA. I tell people all the time with businesses, man, like, man, you better start, writing something. What you think all these rich folk doing, man? Look, if y'all think you go out here and get a loan and you don't pay your loan and they write your loan, if you think they ain't taking a loss for that, bro, and writing it off.
She said exactly, Tony. She put a T, but she meant Tony. She said exactly, Tony. I ain't no CPA. Wow. That's crazy.
See, you try to tell her about some stuff, and she said, "Bro, you're a DJ. You're not a tax professional."
Yeah,
So,
but at the same time,
but when the tax professional said, "Lavelle, this is a good thing because this is helping your business offset some of the taxes that you would have to pay because you're buying some stuff for your business that's going to benefit your business, and it's also a tax write-off."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it takes that tax way on down.
Yeah,
The taxable income that you made, it take it way down.
Yeah, but that's the thing about it. When you operate a business mainly for yourself, by yourself, I have to be in the know. So I ain't making no decision just because I got the money to do it. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
I got too much respect for our household. You got some
Right.
cats, this is my damn money. No, that ain't what I'm saying.
No.
Yeah.
No. If you guys, that's a whole nother story for another day. We talk about that all the time, how people be married and they got two separate incomes, and this my money, it's your money. And I don't understand that. That has never like I don't understand that at all.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. But to each his own. I mean, if it floats your boat or whatever you want to call it, that works. Man, we didn't have no tea this morning. And let me kind of share why. We had a death in the family yesterday.
Yeah, that was cold. That kind of messed with me the whole day, bro. Like we literally, Phyllis came on there, said pray for her. We into the show 25 minutes finna get off, and young lady was gone. I was like, wow.
Yeah. So those who don't know, Phyllis and Queen and a lot of other people that come on the thing, we're all related. We're Hardaways, and so we're all cousins. And but this was Queen's first cousin. And so they were probably with the family yesterday. I didn't do it. I couldn't bear to do that because when they were younger, when Mario, Shani, and Twan were younger, Monica and I almost took them in for a minute. There was a situation that was kind of going on, and we literally almost took them in. So, they was just like, they were my little cousins, but they were, Mario called me, he called me cousin dad. If you ever heard him say, he always said, that's my cousin dad, because that's what he always referred to me as, because that's what, I treated them like they were my kids. And so that was tough, even hearing it on live yesterday and then getting off of it, and it's having to like share that with my kids, and just it was just like, yeah. And so I couldn't even, so I just tried to stay busy all day yesterday, just to kind of keep my mind off. But long story short, Queen didn't get around to making her video, recording her video, because and I get it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not mad at all for not having that tea, because stuff like this happens, man, and it's unfortunate, but it does happen, and so we're not gonna always be able to have, kind of do what we want to do, how we want to do it, and we understand that's why. So but y'all keep the family in prayers, man. She had three small children, three small girls, and just keep the Tracy, which is my cousin, and her grandbabies lifted up in prayer.
Yeah, bro, that was wow. Yeah, I hadn't seen Mario get online yet, but I had thought about reaching out to him. But I generally, when folks go through stuff like that, I just try to get them that space.
Yeah, he's on the cruise ship, so he wasn't, and I know that's tough because
Yeah.
they tried to catch him while they were in port,
Mm-hmm.
and they missed him. So he was actually out to sea already. So I'm not sure if he's going to try to, when they get to the next port, try to fly back or whatever. I don't know, but um, that's tough. That's tough, man, and that's something that he has to kind of go through by himself. Well, he has band members that are there with him that are real close. They got a brotherhood and sisterhood, sister brotherhood type thing. So he do have people that love him that are there around him, but it's still nothing like being with around your family, being able to hug his mom and his brother, and them kids, them nieces, and just so
Yeah.
it's a little different.
Yeah, man. Also, our condolences, man, to the Matthews family, the
Yep.
Thaddeus Matthews, and it was a big debate going on, all day yesterday and even today. Folks asking questions and folks just being, I don't know how folks can just be so damn hateful and harsh, bro. Like they were like, he got what was coming to him, he going to hell and that. I'm like, man, y'all hard with it. Hey, first of all, when you become God.
Mm. Wow.
And then
Wow.
the man came on live and repented
Yeah.
and asked everybody just about to forgive him. And I apologize.
Yep. And I told you at that point, I was like, man, like, when we have people like, I've never been a Thaddeus Matthews fan or followed like his show like that. I would listen to every now and then if somebody posted something, a snippet or something, I'd listen. But I wasn't like one of those people that would run to his show and listen and all that name. But in the end, man, that man was a human being, man, and him and his family deserves a level of respect. I mean, regardless of what he did, like we so quick to judge people about, man, their life. And we forget that we made some mistakes and we F up every day ourselves.
Absolutely. Somebody just said it. And
We F up every day.
what's so crazy about it, bro? I've been knowing Thaddeus Matthews since I was like 11, 12 years old. And he used to MC quartet programs all the time. And when we had our quartet group, he for the first 4 or 5 years, he always MC'd our what they call a quartet anniversary.
Right.
And I literally, bro, the way that man carried himself and the way his voice was and how he used to, ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage, make it up for the gospel hummingbirds or whoever it was. The dude was just cold with it. And so I gave him his flowers one day. I was doing karaoke at Memphis Nights. The bro, he used to always go there and have him a drink when he got through doing whatever he was doing. And I told him, I said, man, I really appreciate you. I said, because I watched you growing up. And I said, man, you was cold with it. I said, you was amazing. I said, and it's kind of ironic. And I'm kind of doing the same thing that you're doing. I said, I ain't on the radio and, doing no MC, no programs. I said, but in a lot of ways, you know what I'm saying? I watch you do what you do. And I almost kind of mimicked you. Man, that man broke out in tears, bro.
It's crazy.
Hey, man, thank you, man. I really need to hear that, man.
Yeah.
And he did some crazy stuff too. Like one time he did the thing where at the time Kenny was still living when somebody said my dad had preached his sermon. So he called my dad and name out on the radio and all that. But that's still though, bro. That's something small to a giant. The man, like you say, he's still a human being. And he did a lot of stuff in the city that a lot of folks don't even recognize. Paid for folks' funerals. I mean, gave away bikes, all kind of stuff. So, bro, man, may he rest in peace, bro.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. Yeah, man. That last picture his daughter put up, bro. I was like, dang, that man declined so fast. Oof. On your wellest day, man, you sick enough to die, man. So it's paramount, man, how you treat people, man. So don't be trying to give folks flowers when they can't smell them.
Right.
So, yeah, bro. And man, most definitely, man, condolences to your family, man. So crazy.
Whew. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna have to get off here, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get off here, bro. But I appreciate y'all tuning in. I think this has been a weird. This show for me is been really weird. I started not to even do it this morning.
I was gonna call you and ask you. I was gonna call you last night and say, hey, bro, do you want to just take a pause with the calls tomorrow.
Yeah, I started not to. Then I said, you know what, man, life still goes on. Life is gonna happen, bro. And to believe it or not, man, this show feeds me like really good energy. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? It feeds me really good energy. So, when you're not in the right head space and all that stuff, and that's the reason, like, I ain't even in the same kind of debative type mood this morning. You see, if you seen that, like, I just like take whatever kind of what people been saying to say, man, nah. But normally I offer some context to, or some follow up to something. But I, you know, I'm just happy reading the comments and like just sucking it in and saying, saying that's cool. Rodney said that is understood the business he was in. And he said it plenty of times that controversy sells, and he sold it. Yeah, and I think a lot of it, even when he came up with the title or name, the cussing pastor, I think that was still just a ploy just to sell views,
Yep.
to get to get clicks and likes.
Well, the thing about it is, and a lot of people have said this about him, that weren't even going to church. They said that I can respect him more being like that, more so than you see these folks acting like they all holier than thou. We preachers, doc. First off, number
Yeah,
two, majority of these pastors that we knew growing up in the ministry, bro. When you go in their office, bro, you go out to eat with them. It is what it is. They straight nigga do, but
yeah,
come on, man.
yeah.
So either second, except
And,
before
that's not the light that a lot of people see them in. So I
right.
get it. I get what you're trying to do. Um, so I, I went out. I went out. We was having a citywide revival one time, and my pastor was like, "Hey man, all of the ministers going out to eat after us." So we went to eat, and there was a lot of preachers, a lot of pastors and preachers and stuff, and we sitting there at the table, and the guy. Matter of fact, that particular day, it wasn't a whole lot of. I'm lying. It wasn't a whole lot of preachers went out. It might have been 10 of us.
Mm-hmm.
And the speaker was that he was an older gentleman, like a seasoned gentleman that
Mm-hmm.
had been around a long time. And he was talking, he said, he was sitting at the table, he was talking, and he said some stuff. So the next night, he said, I enjoyed the fellowship last night with the preachers we went out. He said, let me tell y'all something. He said, I like to shoot the bobo. And we got what he was saying. He said, but make no mistake about it, I'm still saved.
Period.
He said, make no mistake about it, I'm still saved. I like to shoot the bobo and kick the bobo now, but I'm still saved,
And
So
that's the thing about it, bro. On your obituary, they might gonna put pastor such and such, a bishop such and such, a apostle such and such. But on your death certificate, they gonna put your name. And
Hubert Antonio Mays.
right, that's who you are before you anything else. And that's the problem. A lot of folks, like here some years ago, it was a thing going on. You saw a lot of pastors committing suicide. So some folk got kind of upset with me. I said, no, the pastor didn't commit suicide. That person committed suicide. Like I said, because the pastor was living, but that person was dying.
Yeah,
No, Doc, you need to respect that. I said, man, okay, go ahead and do what you do. Because a lot, man, anyway. That's why you can have.
I get it. I get exactly what you're saying, bro. Like that's thing. Monica Ingham said one thing I've learned is that everybody is human before any title. Yeah, and that's why we have to be careful. We have to be real careful of how we put these pastors and these leaders up on pedestals. First of all, they ain't Jesus Juniors. They ain't God. Quit putting them up on these pedestals. Yeah, they deserve, because they're the pastor leader. They deserve a level of respect. But not putting them up on no pedestals to where you forget they human. And when they cuss or they turn around and tell somebody, I'm gonna beat your
right.
he ain't even no he ain't no man of God. I mean, he's still a man of God.
No.
David was a man after God's own heart.
You put a woman, put a man, a husband, a woman, wife, husband on the first line
on death row. Send him to the front line.
Mm-hmm.
Because he went and slept with the man's wife and got her pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Come on,
Look
man.
at Peter. Peter
Charleston White,
and Paul help build the New Testament church. Come on.
man, and went and cut a joker ear off. Rodney says Charleston White did the same thing. He was a mild-mannered community activist for a long time until he switched it up to change how he got his word out. But yeah, and he has said that on several occasions that he said that y'all wasn't listening to me when I was in Congress writing these laws and stuff, trying to help educate black folk with my bow tie on and my dress shirt and my slacks. He said y'all didn't want to hear me. Y'all didn't hear, y'all said I was lame and all that. But when I changed and started dressing like these rapper with my pants sagging and with my hat turned on my head and all that and cussing y'all out, now y'all listen to me.
Yeah. Man, just the black church itself, man. You know, I think when we first started the podcast, probably like that second or third month, we had a conversation about, you know, pastors and church. I think something had just occurred. And you said something that was so profound. I'm trying not to word it wrong. You said, man, when church folks are going to allow people to be people or something like that, you said. And that's the thing, man. We ain't none of us, man. It says all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. That's inclusive, not exclusive. That's as our pastor used to say, Pastor Jim was a little sis, big sis, buddy, and the baby. Come on, man. Get your man, your head out the air, doc.
Yeah,
that's one thing I respected about Pastor Bartley. Because I was just able to be Lavelle around him, man, all the time. He looked forward to that. And if I was doing anything else, he's like, nigga, what's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? No, bro. Kick rocks, doc.
He told me one time, I'll never forget it. He said, Maze, you one of the really preachers I ever, because I you know, and this is what I told him. I said, Pastor, I said, I can't hide from God.
Mm-hmm.
So why should I hide from you?
Right.
I said, when I'm in your presence, I said, you're gonna get the most realest, most authentic Maze you can get.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, I said, if it ever gets too much for you, just tell me. All right, Maze, dial it back. But he never once ever told me dial it back. Never.
Right. Yep. Yeah, man.
Never.
And then too, I have to be totally honest as well. I think a lot of times some of these pastors put themselves in their predicament because they try they put themselves in a place where they get too haughty and they forget it's about humility. You're still a servant and you have to operate through the sheep's eyes, and don't forget that you once was a sheep, even though you're a shepherd.
Yep.
So anyway, I'm gonna get out of my soapbox.
All right, man. Come on, give us these final remarks and let's get out of here, bro.
We got a couple of things. Don't forget, because normally our girl will hook us up with this, but don't forget about 2 Minute Heads podcast meet and greet networking event. Vendors, please submit your information if you want to be a vendor. We're looking forward to that. Also, with our good friend Greg Price, I think I made a banner. Here we go. The second annual Easter egg hunt will take place on Saturday, April 19th, 2025, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Blue Cross Blue Shield Park in Whitehaven. So we have partnered with him. Also, we're still accepting funds for the young lady with her children to just send her on a vacation. So we still have our cash app where you can send in donations on it as well. So I think that's all, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, and we already have merch available, t-shirts, tumblers, cups.
I think I put a video in the group just kind of showing something.
Yeah.
But I got some more pictures and videos that I'm gonna put in the 2 Minute Hats community group too, so y'all can kind of see what we got, some of the colors and stuff we get.
Right. So yeah, I think it's it. So most definitely, man, we're still in prayer for the Faulkner family, Hardaway family, in prayer with you guys, Matthews family. just anybody going through bereavement at this particular time, because it ain't no walk in the park. Everybody's been down that street at some point in your life, but every time it's a little different.
Yep.
Love you guys. Thank you all for tuning in. And you got anything else, Tony?
No.
Okay. All right, let us pray. Most gracious eternal God, our Father, Lord God, we thank you for life and life more abundantly. Thank you for waking us up this morning, giving us a reasonable portion of health and strength. We ask you to touch all the bereaved families, Lord God, and give them strength through this situation that they're going through. Give them a light to keep them going even in the dark times, Lord God. Lord, we ask you to pray for to keep Tony's family in prayer, Queen family, my family, and every family that's represented, Lord God. Continue to be with us and stand by us. And we ask you to do this in your dollars in Son Jesus' name. And we said amen.
Amen, man. We will see y'all in the morning. Same bat time.
Same bad place.
2 Men in Hats. Let's talk about it.
The 2 Minute Hats podcast with your host with the most, Tony and Lavelle, every morning from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. We also have Queen Watkins with Clock That P. Tune in with us and have a great time. Let's talk about it right here. 2 Minute Hats podcast.